Women have been conditioned by society to be, act, and think a certain way. Here at Girls IRL, we encourage women to challenge societal norms and embrace their femininity. With that being said, let's get into this week's episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Girls in Real Life podcast. I am your host, Mariah Clayton. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing well. As y'all can see, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm in my purple today. I feel so springy. I'm definitely giving spring girl vibes, which is all the vibes I'm trying to bring into this episode today. If you guys cannot tell by the title, this past week, we actually had like a tornado warning or something. Like last Wednesday, school was canceled. Like Ace didn't go to school last Wednesday, and we actually had to take him to the doctor for his follow-up appointment for his ear tubes or whatever. And we went at like 8 in the morning, and so we got back home around 9ish. Y'all, we walked in the house. It was already raining so hard, but I come into our bedroom in order, I don't even remember why I came in here to like grab something. And this door back here was literally wide open, water all over the floor, branches, leaves everywhere. I was like, you're joking. Like, we literally just got these floors done. How did the door even get open? Like, are the winds really that strong? Like, what is really going on here today? So me and Justin just like grabbed a whole bunch of towels and tried to clean it up as best as we could, but there was still some water that was like stuck underneath the floors. So we ended up putting a fan and like a heater on to try and dry it up, because these are waterproof floors, but I think that like if water gets underneath and water, sits underneath your floors for a long period of time, like it can cause mold. So we were just trying to dry it as much as possible and just thinking to ourselves, like, how did this even happen? But what we discovered was that this door, even if you lock it, if you pull it hard enough, it will open. So the wind must have just been so strong that it just knocked the door open, and the rainwater and the trees and everything just ended up coming into our bedroom. So Justin is going to get like a deadbolt lock to put on this door so that that literally never happens again. Because when I tell you, I walked in the room and my jaw just dropped. I was like, I don't even know what to say or do right now. But luckily, like, we didn't get too much damage here. There was a tree in our neighbor's house that fell down, and it kind of got into our yard, but it didn't hit anything, so it was fine. But I feel like that weather just came out of nowhere. Like, I was like, where did all this rain and heavy strong winds come from? But aside from that, nothing really new going on over here. Justin is leaving. I'm filming this on a Friday, so Justin is leaving tomorrow morning to go to San Diego until Thursday. Y'all pray for me because that means I'm gonna have Ace all by myself. Ace is at the age where, he has a lot more personality and we kind of joke with each other a little bit. So it's a lot more fun now because I feel like I can actually talk to him and like get a reaction. Whereas when, we would just be home before he could, crawl or walk or laugh or anything, like I would just literally be talking to like somebody who didn't understand me, and now he can understand me a little bit. So I mean, I'm not excited for Justin to be leaving us because I do like having Justin home, obviously, but he has to go there for work. So me and Ace just got to do what we got to do. And it's going to be me and him for the next few days. So hopefully he doesn't, give me too hard of a time. But I also have my parents like right down the street if I really need anything or need a break. So I think we'll be okay. The only thing I'm really worried about is like dinner, because y'all know I don't be cooking dinner. Justin makes dinner pretty much every night for us. So I'm either going to have to buckle down and look up some recipes and start cooking, or we just gonna be eating out or going to eat at my parents' house every day for this week. I honestly might try and make something. I don't know what, but I might try and find something on like TikTok or Instagram that seems like pretty easy to make and just try my hand at it, because the last time I made something, it really wasn't that bad. So I feel like if I could just follow the instructions, then I'll be okay. But sometimes cooking is more than just following the instructions, like even if you follow the instructions and everything to a T, sometimes it still doesn't come out like how you want it to, because if you don't got it, you just don't got it. And I don't think that I have it. But anyways, I really don't have much else to say in this intro. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about springtime activities for the girls. Okay, springtime is for the girls. So I'm very excited for this episode. I feel like I kind of wanted to do something a little bit lighter, because I feel like a few of the episodes past have just been kind of like, I don't know, like too inspirational, too motivational. I just wanted to do something a little bit more fun today and not really preach at y'all. I just wanted to give y'all some cute, fun things to do in the springtime by yourself or with your girlfriends. So without further ado, I think this is the shortest intro we've ever had in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a list, I think, of like 10 to 11 activities that I think are literally perfect for springtime, whether you want to do them by yourself or you, like I said, you want to grab a group of your girlfriends and do these things. I honestly am just so big on like romanticizing the season. I feel like I've never really been this way until about 2 years ago or so, when I really started getting into like all the different seasons, like fall specifically. I was kind of a big fall girly for a minute. But I've always been a spring girl. Like spring and summer are just my two favorite seasons. I love the sun. I love the hot. I love, being able to wear bright colors. Like there's just so many things that I love about this time of year, the flowers and just everything. If you're not a big spring girl, then I really hope that this episode kind of helps you romanticize this season and get into like the fun, cute activities that you can do during this time that you wouldn't necessarily be able to do in a winter or a fall. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start reading off of my list. Okay, the first activity that I have, I feel like this is probably the most basic, but also I feel like it's a really big thing right now, but it's flower picking or doing like flower arrangements. And I say it's kind of a big thing right now because I feel like I've seen a lot more people, posting their weekly bouquets or like getting flowers from Trader Joe's and like putting them in their vases and all that kind of stuff, right? And I just feel like a lot more girls are into making flower bouquets, and it's kind of just become this big thing that I'm really excited for because I've always been a flower girl. I love flowers. I got fresh flowers on my kitchen counter right now, and they just add so much freshness and life to your space and color. And I don't know, it's just nice when you have fresh, good flowers in your environment. So obviously flower picking, I mean, you could go to a botanical garden. I'm sure some of them and in some areas probably allow you to pick flowers from the botanical garden, or if you have a garden of your own, or obviously you can just go to like Trader Joe's or Walmart or Whole Foods and grab a few different flowers and just go home, bring them home and make your own bouquet. If you wanted to turn this into like a bigger type of event, obviously you could bring your girlfriends over. You could have like flowers set up all around like your kitchen and just have them pick and choose which ones they want, make their own bouquets, wrap them in like the cute little brown paper, and then obviously take cute pictures outside, because why else are we doing this? No, but seriously, I feel like there's so many fun ways to incorporate flower picking and flower arranging if you are doing like a springtime party or you just want to have a cute little get together with your girls. I feel like there are a bunch of different ways that you would be able to implement flowers and flower decorating and flower bouquet making into the vibe. Okay, the next one, I feel like this is one that has gotten more popular as of this year, because this is the first time that I'm like really hearing and seeing people do this, but it is making charm necklaces or bracelets. Like I know y'all have seen those TikTok videos of the girls going into Michael's and grabbing all the cute little charms and getting their cute little, what are these called? Chains. And then just like putting their own little charms and like making their own charm necklaces and charm bracelets. And that's something that honestly, I have not worn a charm bracelet or a charm necklace and I don't know how long, but I'm so happy that they're coming back in style, because I feel like with charm necklaces and charm bracelets, they're so special and specific to each person. So like no one is ever going to look exactly the same. And I love how you can pick charms that like match your personality or like your favorite color, your favorite animal, your favorite activities, and you can really like personalize them and make them your own, and it's just something that's unique to you and it's cute. So I've definitely seen on TikTok the girlies having like charm necklace and charm bracelet making parties at home, and they just like, buy all this stuff from Amazon or buy all this stuff from Michael's or other craft store, get all their girlfriends together and obviously put on music, pour some wine and make necklaces and bracelets with each other. These are also all activities that you can do by yourself as well, but I feel like obviously it would always be more fun with your girls around. But if you don't really have friends, or maybe, you know, your friends aren't necessarily interested in doing the same things that you want to do, these are all things that you can do by yourself, okay? And y'all know I'm the queen of doing things by myself. I think that it's very healthy to spend time with yourself, to do activities with yourself, to be comfortable in your own skin and being alone with your thoughts and feelings. So if you don't have no friends, girl, it's fine. It's okay. You can make charm bracelets and necklaces on your own. Wow, now that I'm actually doing this episode, I feel like I'm gonna get through these really quickly. So I really don't know how long this episode is gonna be. It's probably gonna be a pretty short episode, but we're just gonna keep going. Okay, the next one is I want you to go to a strawberry farm, okay? Strawberries are in season in the spring and summertime, and strawberries are one of my favorite fruits next to mangoes and pineapples. I actually love fruits. Like, fruits are my jam. But I think that it would be so fun and so cute to go and visit a strawberry farm if you have one in your area. And I actually put this on my list because me, Justin, and Ace are going to the Strawberry Festival that's here in Louisiana, actually today, the day that I'm recording this. And I am so excited because I've never been, but I've always wanted to go. It's in Ponchatoula, which is a city that's probably like an hour and a half from where we live now. And that's kind of why I've never really gone, because it's kind of far. Obviously, there's going to be strawberries everywhere. They're going to have strawberry desserts, strawberry drinks. There's going to be games. I think there's a Ferris wheel. Like, there's just so much going on. And I just can't wait. I don't think that the festival is like at a strawberry farm specifically. I think it's just like in an open lot, and there's like strawberry vendors that are going to be there. But if you have like a strawberry farm that is local to you that you can walk through, maybe they'll even let you pick fresh strawberries like from their farm. Like, I just feel like that would be such a cute and wholesome day to do by yourself or with your girls or with your family, and really get you in like the springtime spirit. Next on my list, I have cookbook club. And again, this is something that I've seen like recently. Like, I'm sure people have already been doing this kind of stuff, but I guess with social media, like, I've just been seeing a lot more people do things that I have on my list, and I love to see it. But I follow this girl who has a cookbook club with her friends, and basically they all meet up like once a week or once a month or whatever it is, and they decide to pick a recipe from a specific cookbook and then bring it to like their gathering. And so they have like 5, 6, 7 different dishes, whether it's like a dessert or the main entree or an appetizer or whatever the case may be. And like, everybody brings something different. And so you get there and then you're able to try like everybody's food that they cooked. And I just feel like that is so cute. I had a friend actually text me and tell me that she wanted to start a cookbook club. And I told her, I was like, girl, look, I will be a part, but I'm not going to promise that anything that I bring to Cookbook Club is actually going to taste good, okay? And she's actually like a really good cook. So for me, I'm just like, I'm a little intimidated. That's why I don't like cooking for Justin, because like, he's such a good cook, and I just feel like anything I put in front of him, he's going to be like, side eye. But I honestly do think that it would still be fun, even just to try, just to see like what you're able to create, how it decides to come out, and then also being able to taste other people's food that they got to cook, and then obviously swapping recipes and trying, you know, what your friend made that week, the next week for your family or your friends or whatever. I feel like it's a good way to just kind of add to your repertoire. Is that how you say it? Repertoire. Of like skills and things that you're able to do and cook in the kitchen. So anyways, moving on. The next one I actually put on this list for me. So it is planting a garden. And I put this on my list because the house that obviously we're living in, the people who lived here before us, they were really big gardeners and planters. And so all around the house, like, I'm literally looking at 4 planters in front of me. They left planters everywhere. They had trees, you know, planted in the backyard. They have a garden on the side of the house, and pretty much the whole front yard was like a garden for them as well. So I have been inspired, and I really want to learn how to garden. I want to be able to grow like our own vegetables, maybe a few fruits, And I feel like that's all that I would really want to grow. But the thing about it is I don't really know like where to start or even how to get started. My pawpaw has his own garden. So I told him that he was going to have to come over here and show me how to get my garden started just so that, you know, I could start planting things, because now is the time where like you want to plant things because the sun is shining, they're getting heat, you can water them, and they're going to really like flourish in probably a couple of months. But I just don't know what I'm doing. So I'm really going to have to take time to learn and research and truly become a plant mom. And it's going to be a learning curve for me, but I'm excited about it. Justin actually got me a lemon tree. It's in the back on this patio. Because I told him that I really wanted to plant a lemon tree when we moved into this house, and he got me a little dwarf Myers lemon tree. So I can plant it in the ground if I want to, or it can go into a potter plant, but I think I'm going to put it in the pot because I don't want to keep it outside in case like our winters get really cold and then I'm going to have to go and cover it and all kinds of stuff, right? Like I think I would rather have it in a pot so that way I could like bring it inside if I wanted to. But right now it's still in the little planter box that it came in, and I honestly think it's kind of dead because I've only watered it twice and I don't think it's really in the sun the way it is supposed to be, and I don't know how long you're supposed to wait to move it into the planter box when you get it, and I just don't know what's going on, so I think it's kind of dying out there. But I'm still going to try and revive it and bring it back to life. I just need to get a planter. And he needs one. I don't know why I made my tree a he. I'm going to call it a she. She needs to be in a planter box or a planter that has like holes at the bottom. Something about like the water, they can't hold that much water or whatever, so the water needs to like drain out. But the good thing about this tree is you only have to water it like once every 9 days or something like that. So I feel like the maintenance is not super high, but again, I just don't know what I'm doing. I feel like it sounds like I know what I'm doing now that I'm saying it out loud, but I really truly don't know what I'm doing, and that is why I have a dead lemon tree on my patio right now. But anyways, I say all that to say it might be fun to learn how to garden or to just get outside and plant a little something. I feel like this day and age, we all know the realities of like the food that we're buying in the store is not really good for us and is very processed, and there's like pesticides and all this other kind of bad things that we don't need to be putting in our bodies. And I think that, you know, it gives you a peace of mind when you're able to grow your own fruits and vegetables and not really rely on having to like buy them all the time from the stores, and also knowing that like what you're putting in your body is good and healthy for you because you literally watched it grow from the ground. I do think that there are a lot of benefits, and I think that it would be fun to, you know, have Ace help me in the garden too when he's old enough and ready. And yeah, I just really want to learn, and I really want to be in my gardener vibe and my gardener aesthetic. So I'll need to give me some overalls. I need to give me some like gardening gloves and a little cute watering can. Like I'm literally trying to romanticize this whole situation over here. But yeah, that's something that I'm going to do very soon. Probably in the next few weeks, honestly, is like get that garden cleaned up and start planting some things, because it's literally just a dirt box right now and there's just leaves everywhere and everything in there is dead. So I need to kind of revive it, but I gotta watch a lot of YouTube videos and figure out where to start. Okay, the next activity that I have on my list is to do an outdoor yoga or a sunset yoga. And honestly, just doing anything outside during this time of year, I feel like is just so nice and peaceful because the sun is out, it's warm, there's a nice little breeze on the wind. It's not like beat down summer heat, but you still have like that nice little warmth that we all love and crave in the spring and summertime. So I think doing like an outdoor yoga class or even a sunset yoga class could be, one, very relaxing, but two, just very like vibey and cute and like a fun activity to do by yourself or with your girlfriend. We actually have a few studios here like locally that do sunset yoga and sunrise yoga, I think is what it's called. Sunrise yoga and sunset yoga, which I've actually never done either of those, but I feel like I do want to. I'd probably do the sunset one because like sunrise, like you got to get up early. You probably got to be there at like 5:30, 6 a.m. And like, it's just too early. But I feel like a sunset yoga could be fun. I've actually only done yoga once, maybe twice. I did hot yoga. The only reason I've done it so few times is because like growing up, my mom told me that yoga was not good. And she might honestly be right. Like, I'm not going to say that it's not good, but I think that like when you know, are a Christian and you believe in God, there are some things that you just don't do. And because yoga is kind of like a Buddhist thing or kind of like a meditation type thing. Like I think that's why she was so kind of against it. But I think for me personally, I don't necessarily see anything wrong with yoga. I feel like yoga is just stretching, and obviously you have like the different movements and the breathing techniques and things like that. But I feel like maybe if you get too deep into it, like you could argue your point, but I'm not really trying to get that deep into it. I'm just trying to put on a cute little yoga outfit and watch the sunset while I do my downward dog. So I don't know. That's just me personally. Maybe you might feel convicted about not doing yoga, but for me, I'm just like, it's just yoga. Anyways, moving on before somebody tries to cancel me. The next the next activity that I have on my list is to do a picnic, and you could do this in your front yard. You could go to a park, on the beach. If we had a beach, I feel like I'd be picnicking at the beach every single day. But honestly, again, just being outside and in the sun, like there's just nothing better to do at this time. So getting down a thick blanket, bringing a cute little picnic basket, having your book with you, maybe a little bottle of wine or some water. You don't have to have wine with everything, but I feel like I'm really into wine right now for some reason. But yeah, I just feel like, having a picnic could be super fun, super chill. I just feel like there are a lot of different activities that you can do on a picnic, and kind of just make it unique to you or whatever you want to do. Like everybody knows picnics are just easy things to do on a day that you don't really have anything to do. So I don't need to go in like too much detail about how to make a picnic a good picnic, because I feel like everybody has been on a picnic before and like you know what you like. The next one I have on my list is to bake you some spring goodies. Okay, now this is kind of like the cookbook club, but it's not necessarily focusing so much on like entrees and like savory things, but now we're focusing on like fun little sweet things. And I feel like baking is honestly easier than cooking, at least for me personally. Cute little things you can bake are like lemon tarts or like muffins or cute little flower cupcakes. Like you could even have a cake decorating party where like maybe you have like cute little 4-inch cakes for everybody, and you get your little piping tools and you have a competition to see who makes the best spring themed cake. I don't know. Just imagine like you and all of your girls with matching aprons on. Maybe you have your name embroidered on them. You have Ariana Grande blaring in the background. You're mixing and whisking things together, popping them in the oven, decorating them all cute, getting the cute little pearls. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it would be such a cute, genuine, wholesome girl moment. Now, for me personally, I don't really like. There are some desserts that I just don't like. Like I don't like tarts. I don't like certain flavored things. I don't like what's it called? Like jelly filled things. And I feel like a lot of those are what spring desserts are. Like a lot of them are like strawberry filled or like berry compote, like whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. And for me, I'm like, I just like cake and cookies. Cake and cookies are my favorite desserts. I don't really do muffins. I don't really do like lemon bars. I don't do really anything like that. So I would honestly just be making these and not eating them, but I feel like I would honestly just make them for, again, the vibe and the aesthetic. The next thing I have on my list is to do an outdoor painting session. So this could be like you set up your cute little easels with your canvas and, again, your nice little painter's apron. I don't really know what painters wear. I think they wear like an apron or something. And then obviously your little palette, and y'all could just draw and paint and do whatever outside. And I know everybody is not artistic, but a lot of times it's not about the finished product. It's about the experience and like the process of doing something fun and new and different by yourself or with your friends, and like whatever happens at the end of it is like fine and great or whatever, but the fun part is actually like the process of like actually doing it. So I feel like even though I would suck at painting and I wouldn't even know where to begin with a blank canvas, I would probably just like splatter some paint on there, wiggle it around, like maybe draw a flower or something, make it super abstract. Like you don't have to put so much pressure on the activities that you're doing and like on the outcome of it. But I really think that it's all about just being in the moment and enjoying like the time that you're having doing something fun and unique and exciting in a certain season. Like that's really what it's all about. And that's really what I mean by like romanticizing the season is like, nothing has to be perfect. Like it's really just about the memories that you're making in the process of doing like whatever activity that it is you decide to do. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into our last thing that I have on my list, and it is a mocktail or cocktail making party. I don't really do mocktails. Like, honestly, let me say this. I used to do mocktails because I didn't really start drinking like the way that I drink now until I was like 26 years old. So pretty much like 2 years ago is when I started drinking, like how I do now. But before, like I used to do mocktails or I used to just do like lemonade or whatever the case may be. Like I was never really a heavy drinker like that. And I'm still not a heavy drinker. I just love a good cocktail. And it's even better if I can't taste the alcohol in the cocktail. So for me, I think that this would be super fun to get all of your girls together and again, just like decide who's making the martini, who's making the margarita, who's making like whatever. And like y'all are able to try different drinks. You're able to just like have fun and, you know, just again, the vibe, the aesthetic, the experience of like pretending to be a bartender and like making your drinks look cute and pretty. Like, does it matter if it tastes like crap at the end? No, it really doesn't. Because look at how much fun you had while you were in the kitchen making the drink. Like, it's okay. But obviously, I think that this would be super cute. You could have like, honestly, obviously all the fixings like the lemons, the limes, the sugar, all the garnishes, like the, I don't even know, the parsley. Do people, no, people don't put parsley. What is that? The rosemary. I'm like trying to think, what is the long green thing with the little leaves on the side? I'm pretty sure that's rosemary. But anyways, I honestly feel like that would just be very fun, something cute to do. And wouldn't it be so cute to do it all like in one night? Like if you did the cookbook club with the cocktail mocktail making and the flower arrangements, like you could literally have just like a whole spring themed party with everything that I have on this list and y'all would have a blast. Just make sure that you invite me, okay? No, but seriously, that is really all that I have for you guys in today's episode. Like I said, I just wanted to do something light, something fun, something for the girls. That is going to wrap up my list of spring is for the girls episode and all of my little activities and ideas that I had for y'all. I hope this got your ideas flowing. I hope this inspired you to call up your girlfriends and be like, hey, do you want to come over and make a flower bouquet with me? Or if it inspired you to go and do something by yourself. I'm gonna probably do some of these by myself while Justin is gone for the whole week. But anyways, I'm gonna go now. I'm going to pick up Ace a little bit early from school so that we can go to the Strawberry Festival so that we're not out like super late. So I have to, you know, clean up the house, pack his bag and get everything ready for us to go out of the door. But I really hope you guys enjoy this episode. I love you so much. I hope you have a great Monday, a great week, and I'll talk to you in my next episode. Bye.